My last relationship, my credit score went down. I don't got time for that.
Hey guys, hey y'all, welcome back to a new vlog. Well, it's not a vlog. This is my first chit chat of the year, and we have yours truly,
Hey y'all.
my sister Jordan. So we're gonna be doing a girls talk chit chat. We both posted questions on our Instagram, and y'all submitted questions that y'all have to ask us. So we're going to be answering y'all questions, and we're going to be trying 2 different wines. So this is the first.
Oh, that's good. I got a question about us, and it said, describe the moment when you realized, okay, this is my girl.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, I'll start. So, me and Brittany, we used to be in school, like, of course, but we were both working towards our master's degrees at the time. Brittany was still living in Baltimore, and we used to, like, have study days. Like, I used to come to Baltimore, because at the time, I wasn't living in Baltimore. I still don't. But I would come to Baltimore and stay at our house, and we would do homework, like, study together, and then we would, like, I don't know, either go out or drink wine that night. So I don't know what we ended up doing this one day, because no homework got done. That was studying. But this was when TikTok was first popular.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all remember, like, she's a runner, she's a track star. Like,
Oh, yes. I can show them.
we literally got up and did that TikTok, like, over and over and over. And I was like, yeah, like, this is my friend. Like, I love her. Like, I love this. Like, we just had such a good, genuine time, like, not doing anything.
Yeah. That was our first, like, really fun.
Yes.
I would say, like, I always, like, felt like you were my girl. Like, oh, this is my girl. But I really was like, no, this is, like, my sis, like, my girl for real. When I moved to Atlanta, and I was just down really bad. And you were just really there for me. Like, you were really there for me. Like, you were really there for me. Like, I feel like, it's not to say, like, oh, like, I feel like you were there for me over anybody else. But, like, you were just really there for me. Like, you know, and it's to a point where, like, I'm a type of person, like, I don't like to, I have this thing in my mind that, like, when I go through shit, I be feeling like I'm the only person in the world going through it. So it feels like the end of the world. So, like, I kind of will hide, in a sense, like, what I'm going through, or, like, I'm very, like, selective about, like, who I tell and what I tell, because I feel so, like, ashamed. But, like, you were just so there for me that it was, like, every moment of it, I was just talking to you. Like,
yeah, we were talking a lot.
Yeah, we were really fucking talking, and I was down bad. So thank you. So one of my questions is, what is one thing that you want to accomplish in 2023?
In 2023, I have so much I want to accomplish, but I could say probably my top priority is focusing on myself. I feel like I'm always very much invested into, whether it's my friends, my relationships, like, I'm just very much invested into everything and everybody else but me. So I feel like 2023, I really want to take the time and invest and pour back into me, because I don't necessarily, like, yeah, I'll buy myself things every once in a while, or I do this, I'll do that, but, like, I don't really take the time to invest in myself like I should. So that's my main goal. Yeah, for 2023.
I feel that. That's one of my goals too, to be honest. But I would say one thing that I want to accomplish this year is I really want to, like, develop a brand. Like, I feel like I just have a gift, and I feel like I have so much to offer. And I feel like last year I really, like, I was everyone's assistant, and I did so much work for free. And, like, I will sit with people and give people 1,000,001 ideas about what they should do for their brand, or, you know, but it's like, I want to create a brand for myself. Like, I feel like I don't, like, I had my podcast, and I didn't let you guys know, but we no longer do the podcast, but, like, I have my YouTube channel, and I really want to, like, use this to build a platform and a brand. So, like, Brit Nation, like, by the end of the year, I want it to be, like, Brit Nation, like, recognizable, you know, like, so yeah, that's one of my goals for the year.
That's good. Why are women such gold diggers?
What?
That was a question I got.
Gold diggers?
Why are women gold diggers? Why are women seeking money from men?
At first, I was about to be offended. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not offended by that.
At first, I was about to be offended because I was about to say, like, I don't feel like we're gold diggers. Like,
I don't feel like we're gold diggers.
But we could have gold digging tendencies. But
she take my money.
I don't think we're gold diggers. I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, I want to unpack that kind of like.
So I wouldn't say we're gold diggers, but I feel like the standard of men to the caliber we're looking for these days, it takes you making and, you know, having a certain income. Like at 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, like, it's not just, oh, we're going to the movies. Oh, we're going bowling. Like, we're taking trips, babe. Like, we're like, we're in the stages where, like, we're paying rent or you're paying half the rent. Or, like, it's much more than gold digging. Per se.
Because, like, basically to be a gold digger is just to want somebody for their money. But here's the thing, like, I feel like...
That's tricking.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna deal with you. Personally, like, the way I am, I really don't have, like, the time and energy to, like, talk to you just for money. Like, there's men that you might meet and be like, all right, I know he got a bag. But at the end of the day, like... me personally, Brittany, I never get to really trick off of those men because you still have to talk to them and make them feel good. Like, I don't have that in me. Like, it's either you're gonna do it and, like, it is what it is. But me, I can't do that.
I have it in me a little bit, but it's to a certain extent. Like,
yeah, it's a little bit more than money for me. Like, but you gotta, my whole thing is like, when you have it yourself, and I'm not saying like I'm rich or anything like that, but like when you have your own things, like you have your own car, you have your own place, you have, yeah, like I have it for me. So it's like, what are you gonna do to, you know, but I will say that within these last couple of months, I did learn like that you shouldn't look at men as like financial figures. Like they definitely, they should have it, but men do deserve to be like loved and nurtured beyond their finances. Like I learned that at this event that I went to, and she was just saying how like, you know, men genuinely do have love to give, and there's a lot of men that's like living under a jail because they were trying to provide for their family, or they won't come around to feed their kids if they feel like they don't have money. And I don't want to ever make a man feel like that, you know?
Agree.
So that's my 2 cents on that.
I just think the society and generation that we live in, it can be very easily perceived that, oh, all women are gold diggers, all women want a man for his money. Whereas, like, if people were to just be upfront from jump, which people aren't, then that would be easily deciphered. You know, if I'm the type of female, currently I'm dating for love, I'm dating for marriage, but...
Sorry, go ahead. No, marriage, I got triggered. I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, and the end goal is marriage, but it's like, in my early 20s, I didn't have an issue saying, you know, I want you to take me here, I want you to buy me this, but I don't want nothing from you other than that. Like, I don't want a relationship. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, if people were upfront about it, it wouldn't necessarily be deemed as gold digging.
Yeah.
So.
My next question is, what do you admire most about your friends?
My friends are like a crazy support system, you guys. Like, I'm literally like in Atlanta this weekend gonna get a tattoo like that represents my friends and like the fellowship that I feel like I've gained over the past few years. But I just think my friends, like, they're like amazing. They're genuinely amazing people. Like, I can say every single one of my friends is a great friend to me, and you know, I would hope that they would say the same things back. But I have nothing negative to say about any friend that I have. Like, especially over the month of January. Like, when I say every single friend I've had, like I had January and December, I'll say my friends really showed up for me in December as well. But it's like, when you go through some crazy shit, like you really see like your friends are really there for, like, you have good people around you. So
yeah, I would say the thing that I admire the most about my friends is like everyone is like authentically them, you know, like in their own way. Like, I don't feel like I have friends that are like copycatters or just like no sense of self. Like, you know, like everyone is who they are. Like, and that's in both of my friend groups. Like I would say, like I basically kind of have like two friend groups, like my close friends from college, and then like my friends that I grew up with, and then obviously like, you know, just individual friendship. But everyone is like who they are, like, you know. So I would say that I admire that, and that's inspiring to me because it's like it makes you feel like you don't have to like be someone you're not, like just be yourself, like. And I feel like even the people who are them and they're crazy, they're like unapologetically like themselves, you know. And I will also say the thing that I admire the most about my friends, for me, I feel like they're so supportive of me. Like I grew up on friendship. Like most of my friends have been my friends since we were like 10, 12. Like my longest standing friendship is Nay. And y'all know her, she's been on the channel before. And then like from there, like my friends from Jersey, like we've been friends since we were 12. My shortest friendships are like my friendships that I met in college. And it's like I had no choice but to meet them then for it to be like short. But even then at that point it's like,
but we haven't been friends that long.
Yeah, we haven't. We're gonna get into that though. But everyone is just so like they're good friends. Like, and I cringe when I hear stories like online about people whose friends set them up, or like, you know, God bless the soul of the girl who like passed away in Mexico. But like, yeah, like that stuff makes me cringe because it's like having genuine people around you is like so important. And you know, like I don't know, like I feel like my friends are just genuinely supportive of me. Like I never have to like beg for support. Like, and I'll say this to tie it up. Like I feel like my friends, for the most part, like how I see myself on my best days, I feel like they see me that way on a daily. Yeah. And I feel like, but I don't see myself that way often. Like yesterday, me and Jordan was just sitting there talking, and I was like, I thought I was so convincing, like, yeah, I'm just like a mess, like I need to focus. And you were looking at me like, what are you talking about? Like, and that wasn't a response that I expected, but that just goes to show me like you see me higher than I see myself, you know? So that's my answer.
That was a good question.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
These wines suck, by the way.
That one's bad too?
It's not bad. You would like it. It's sweet. I like my wine to like, by now I should be feeling like.
I don't.
The next question is, can you date your friend's ex?
Absolutely. Red flag, red flag, red flag. First of all, that's
a red flag.
That's tomatoes at your friend, and the ex. That's tomatoes to everybody, because that's unacceptable. That's the girl. First of all, if she's messing with anybody, one, if I even know what they look like, like I'm not. It's really tunnel vision to that. Like in any female on here that get into that, click off of this video right now, because we don't get into that.
Maybe we can help her heal.
Okay.
Don't
do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, no. It's a no. Like it's a fuck ass no. Like
hell to the motherfucking no.
Fuck no. Because my thing is like, ew. Like I don't know nigga that I deal with. I don't even want to see you with nobody else. Like that you become a monk for me. Then my friend, like, no. I'm okay. There's enough men in this world.
Get somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you think your childhood affects you and your relationships today?
That's a good question. I would say that my childhood affected me a lot, because I had a really rough childhood growing up. But I would say, like, if I can like sum it up to like make it short, I would say it made me very anxious.
Okay. Like
it makes me very anxious, and that's how it affects like my friends, like my relationships. Like I'm just so anxious. Like when I was in therapy, like she told me like I have an anxious attachment style. Like how I sat here and told everybody how much like I love you and like I appreciate you and I admire you, like it'll still be something in the back of my head like is she judging me, or like is like can I be comfortable, or like would she talk about me, or am I safe, or like, you know, like it's just I'm just so anxious, like because it's like I feel like I had a hard time like trusting people, you know, as a child, and like I felt abandoned in a lot of ways. So it's like I feel like I expect people to like abandon me, kind of like, you know. So I would say that's the most in terms of like how it affects my relationships. But like I'm a very anxious person, like, and it's like I overthink like I can create a crazy narrative in my head, but it's like, I guess like as a child, I had to be 10 steps ahead. So my mind is always like racing, you know, I'm predicting the worst case scenario, and it could be none of that at all, which is very like unhealthy. And to be honest, I need to get back in therapy. But if I can like sum it up in one way, that's how I would say it affected me.
I would say I could see like the positive and negative aspects of how I grew up affecting my relationships. Like, I also have a very, not anxious, but I have I have an attachment issue. Like, I get very attached, and also, what's the other word I'm looking for? I'll get back to y'all with that. But I don't know. It's just like growing up in a single father household with like, you know, you do have a mother figure, but you don't at the same time because y'all don't respect each other. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just like you see how certain things like, and you see how your parents are really a reflection of you. Like, I to this day at 24 can genuinely see how I am a spitting image, not just physically but emotionally, of my father. And so it's just interesting to see like how their relationships have affected them, and then that, you know, how that trickles down to you, and of course our kids as well. So I just feel like it's really important for us to break those generational cycles and to be able to have a better communication with our parents and our children when we have kids, no time soon. But yeah, it affects it, whether it's positive or negative. It's gonna always affect it. So it's just if you're able to recognize how to work and grow from that.
Yeah, I would say like I could definitely say like my childhood has like affected me a lot. Like I feel like just like even like how we were talking last night, and I was like telling you like I don't feel like I'm genuinely happy right now, you know. And it's like if I step outside of myself, it's like I have a nice apartment, I live in Atlanta, you know, I do have a job, I have a car, I have friends that love me, like I'm a likable person, like I have like all these great things going on. So it's like, why aren't you happy, you know? But I feel like a lot of it stems from like growing up, like I took care of myself, I took care of my mom, my brother, like I had such a heavy responsibility on me. So it's like yes, I have all of these things, but like I always feel like I need to have more, because at any given moment it's just like this don't feel like enough. Like the fact that I don't feel like 10 toes stable, it feel like the world can crash. But it's like that's not good, because it'll take away from like there's people who are probably depressed and sad and dream they have what I have. Like, and I'm a person like I believe in living in gratitude, and I appreciate greatly everything that I have, but it's like it just makes me sad that sometimes it still don't feel like enough. And a lot of that is like social media and like, you know, all of that stuff too. But yeah, I would say that I did therapy for 2 consecutive years, and like it was the best thing that happened to me. Like now I need to get back in therapy, but like if you have the option to be in therapy, like you have insurance, like take advantage of it. Like even if you only do it for 6 months or like whatever, because your childhood will affect you, and sometimes your childhood is affecting you in ways that you don't even know that it's affecting you. So yeah. The next question is, do you want kids?
I do, yeah.
How many?
Probably 2, because I was the only child, so it's just like I know it would have been different for me growing up with like siblings. But, you know, I'm also good being an only child. So, but I would say 2. I definitely want kids though.
Yeah, I want kids too. I always said that I wanted twins, but I feel like now
I be thinking that.
Yeah, I think now just like being a woman and like understanding like what it means to be pregnant, and like I'm a little bit scarier to like carry 2 babies, but I want a boy and I want a girl, and I only want 2 kids. I want a boy and a girl, but I always say like if God willing, I will. If my husband wants another baby, I will give him another baby, a 3rd one. But I don't necessarily want 3 kids, but like if it just like that's really what he wants and it happens, then I'll be okay. But that's it. But I want 2.
Yeah, that's it. I want 2 boys. Okay, let's see. Tips on getting into dating after a new relationship. No tips. Don't do it. Don't do it. 10 out of 10 don't recommend.
I don't have no tips because I've never been in a relationship. So,
I would say, I don't know. I just have a really big heart, and like I've had even exes tell me like, "Dang, like how are you still love so hard and niggas do you so dirty?" And it's just like, that's really just me. Like that's really me. And that's, that's why I kind of earlier in the video, like one of the questions, I don't know what it said, but it's like I want to start pouring into me because until you find a man that's ready to put a ring on it, I have no advice. I don't know. I don't have any tips. Like the men of this generation aren't the best. The women of this generation aren't the best, and we all need to work on ourselves until we're ready to become a union, and then go from there. But I personally have no advice.
Yeah, I personally don't have like this advice. Isn't I'm not gonna say it's not coming from a genuine place because the only reason I say that is because like if that's the case, then I need to take my own advice. But like I just think we have to like be open, you know. I think I don't have no fucking advice. I really don't.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Dating in 2023
is hard. Yeah, because I'm good.
Yeah,
Let's just go to the
okay.
next question.
Yeah.
Because it won't be genuine. Because I need advice. I don't even need advice. I need a fucking break. What's your relationship status?
Single, very much single.
Are you ready to mingle?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm good, honestly. It's like I'm always down to mingle. I'm a good time. Like I'm very personable. I'm a people person, but no. I'm good off of relationships and locking in. Like I'm good off of that for a while. What about you?
I'm single, not ready to mingle with you niggas, and just leave me the fuck alone. To be honest, leave me alone.
Yeah.
It's like nah, but
Get somebody else to do it.
I'm single and I'm okay. Like I'm good. Like I feel like for me, I'm very like. It just knocks me off my game. Like I like to be focused. I like to like be happy and be at peace. And I just feel like relationships come with like emotions but I will say it's not I'm about to be 26 next week. Like I have to date. I have to like be open, but it's like it's just hard for me. Like cuz I could be dealing with somebody and then like it could go good and then once it go bad it just knocks me off my game. And it's like I'm in a space where I just feel like I can't be afforded to be knocked off my game. But if I had to say where I'm at, I'm like somewhere in between like like emotions are in the way and I just don't have time for it. And then like somewhere in between that, but also like emotions are a real part of life and you just have to like go through it. But I'm okay. Like I think it would be nice if I could have like a relationship and then it just be great and then like we can be good. I'm open to that, but all of that.
Relationships, they fuck up the money.
They really do.
They fuck up the money. I can't lie.
Yeah, like
my last relationship, my credit score went down. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. My credit score is too good for it to be going down any point. All right, so
nah,
count me out.
Yeah, I would say I wasn't in a relationship, but like the last guy I was dating was like, it was great. Like I have nothing bad to say. But when it ended, it just like the emotional aspect of it knocked me off my fucking game. Like I haven't been thinking about my goals, what I want out of the year. Like I just been so like, I can't take this.
Yeah.
Next question.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
If I believed in love at first sight, I would have been married a couple fucking times. Because I seen a couple niggas that I thought like, oh, please. But I don't know. Like I haven't been, I believe in it. Like I think it's possible. But I think like I feel like I feel victim of like seeing somebody and be like, oh my God, I think he's the one. Like he's, you know, and then it's like once I get to know him or like once time go by or you mature or whatever, you realize like, oh my God, I'm so happy that wasn't like, no. So I haven't had that experience, but I feel like it's possible for people.
I just say no. That's my only answer. I don't believe in it. I just feel like one, you could be infatuated with somebody, you can lust after somebody, but you don't know what they got going on. You don't know how their family is. You don't know how they clean up after themselves. You don't know anything. So love at first sight is a little cliche to me. So my simple answer is just no.
Okay. Platonic friendship red flags. Oh, what was your term? But yeah. Platonic friendship red flags.
Jealousy, comparison, just not. So yeah.
I would say platonic friendship, like friends red flags for me is that you don't have no friends. Like that's a red flag to me. Like if I meet you and I'm 26, so like, well, yeah, I'll be 26 next week. But like, I'm basically 26. So like, you mean to tell me out of 26 years,
you don't got no
every friend, everybody that you've encountered is weird or has had so much drama? Like,
it's
who's
you.
the common denominator? Like, that's something I really pay attention to. That's a red flag for me. I would say another red flag is like the way that you talk about your other friends, you know? Because like if I'm just meeting you and like the way that you talk about your other friends or describe your other friends, like my mind is like, well, if I know her business, then you're gonna know mine too, you know? Absolutely. So that's a red flag. The no friends shit, that shit fucks me up. But I would say that, and then just like
that's common though. A lot
people
of people
don't have friends. Yeah, and it's not to say that you can't be like a good person, because you know some people have like anxiety or you know they're so closed off they can't whatever. But it's just for me, that's something. It's not to say that we can't be friends, but that's something I'm gonna notice. I'm gonna be honest, like because it's like because there are people who can't keep friends, like, and that's more so like what I would be thinking about. But I would say those are the two like biggest like red flags for me, or like something that I like that I pay attention to, and yeah, that's what I would say. It's your turn.
Would you rather eat Arby's or Long John Silver's?
I don't want to answer that question. Go to the next one. Because I have never even had Long John Silver's. That question sucks. Go to the next one.
That's funny. Shout out to whoever asked that. That's really funny. Have you ever got caught cheating?
I don't cheat.
I don't cheat either. Like, now, I mean, if you don't tell me I'm your girlfriend, it's not cheating.
So you got caught fucking around?
I mean, after, like, with an ex, like, not with an ex, let me skirt that. I was still messing with my ex at one point, but we were no longer together. So what I'm doing at that point is fair game. You're doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. But I've never got caught cheating, like, in a relationship. Like, honestly, my past two situationships, I was very loyal. Like, ride or die chick. Mm-hmm. What is it like assisting? Because I don't know if you guys know, but me and Brittany both have, like, assisting jobs.
Yeah, like being a personal assistant.
Yeah.
I would say for me personally, like, I genuinely really like the job. Like, y'all know, if y'all watched like my very first video, I was actually like a personal assistant for a celebrity before, and I really liked it. But I would say it just depends on who you're doing it for, like, you know, because you ultimately, like, it's not about you at all. Like, it's not about you, it's not about your professional growth. Like, it's about that person, especially like where I dealt with someone at like a really high caliber, you know. So I would just say like I like it, but like what matters the most is like who you working for, because you don't want to be treated like dirt, or you don't want, like, you know, working in the industry, like, it really is important, like, working on somebody's team who actually cares about their team. So, and in my case, that wasn't the case. So that I didn't like it. I would do it again, but like I would just say like ideally I would want it to just make sense, because I am getting to a point now where it's like I want to grow professionally. Like, I have my own goals and things that I want to work on, and it's just like, not to me selfish and say what is in it for me, but like I need to be able to walk away from this experience
with something.
Yeah.
Personally, I have to agree. I 100% like assisting. I love it, actually. I haven't dealt with anybody on the caliber that Brittany has, but like one of the people I work with currently, she has about 30K followers on Instagram. So I like it, especially like if you're working with somebody that likes their team, like, you know, they pay you extra, like they appreciate you. And I'm a very organized, like, straightforward, kind of person. So like I don't see an issue with it, honestly. I see it being an issue when you're working with people who don't completely know their path.
Yeah.
Like when you're working with people that aren't sure of their path, it's a little hard because I can only help you as much as you know. And
it's easy for them to blame the assistant.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the first thing they're going to do is blame the assistant. And it's like...
But it's like, I don't have the proper guidance, or something's always changing. So
yeah, so it's like, huh?
It's like, I can only do but so much. But yeah. I genuinely love the job. Like, I've been told several times I should start my own assistant company. Like, and I think about it. Like, that might be one of my 2023 goals. You never know, but... important to me, so why am I gonna keep up with more people right now? So yeah.
The next question is, how long have we been friends? Can I get some of that lip gloss? Not long, y'all. We literally we met in 2020.
Yeah.
Like, actually.
End of 2020.
The end of 2020. We hung out our first time in July. Of 20.
We met before that.
We met before that, but that was our first time hanging out and like for real, like actually like spending the night, like because our friend had moved to Charlotte, and so we had both went to go see her.
It was crazy, y'all. Like we're literally a rant. Like imagine like this friend group and that friend group, and we just link up and drive 6 hours to Charlotte. Like, we don't know them.
Yeah.
So it's like
Jordan said she thought I was weird.
She was.
So girl, bye-bye. But
we got so close after that trip.
No, we didn't.
No, not after Charlotte.
Yeah, so we went to Charlotte and we were cool. Like it was like, oh Jordan, how you doing, girl? And then December we went, that was Lisa's birthday trip, and we went to Mexico, and that's when we like clicked.
Yeah.
And then from there, that's when we started like the homework dates and everything like that. So we've been friends for 2 years, 2.5 years.
Crazy.
It's so crazy because we're like sisters. But I feel like when you meet people that's like your person, or like you just I genuinely don't feel like I only know this girl for 2 years.
Scary. Like y'all, I don't have nobody. I have 3 people's messages pinned, not my parents, and she's one of them.
Yeah. Like we just genuinely click. Like we genuinely. It was
very genuine. It's always been.
And it's not like, I feel like sometimes like you're friends with other people like off the strength of other people. Like I feel like we genuinely have like our own relationship. Like I would trust you with like a very embarrassing or deep dark secret.
I feel like we've been through hell and back.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Crazy. Like the past 2 years.
Yeah,
like,
a lot has happened.
Yeah. And I would definitely say like Brittany's like a great support system for me. Like I don't just
the weirdo.
I don't just get up and hop on a plane for anybody. Let me say that. But Brittany, I've been out here since she's moved here
a couple times.
5 times, maybe 5 or 6. I don't get up and visit nobody.
Yeah.
Like I'm very like keeping my dollar in my pocket.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, next question.
Okay, next question. What's the craziest thing you've ever done in your life? I can't talk about that on camera.
Life? That's hard. I would have needed to like ponder on that, but I've done crazy things, but I
can't talk about it. I don't want to get implicated in anything, so I can't talk about anything on camera, but I just want y'all to know I've been taking my ashwagandha. But it's some loose screws up here. But yeah.
I really can't think. Like, there's nothing off the top of my head that's popping, but I will say that. I'll say this. I'm not as innocent as people think I am.
That's fair.
And I'll just leave it there.
I don't know if people think I'm innocent. I don't really hide anything that I have going on.
Are you innocent?
No.
Do you have innocence in you?
Yes. I have innocence in me, but I'm not going to hide nothing about me. At the same time. I've done some crazy shit, and I'm being open enough to tell y'all.
Are you proud of it?
I can't say I'm proud of it, but...
Are you regretful?
Not regretful at all, never.
Do you give a hell?
Not a damn.
All right, the last question. Oh God, you already know what this is here for.
What is it?
It says, damn, I need to like pull it back up. Oh, it says craziest drunk night together, mini story time. Let's say where we was at on 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Yo,
that was bananas.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all. This was a random night. Like, we was not supposed to go out. We were studying. I told y'all we used to be studying.
This is when we first started getting close. Like, we just started really, really getting close.
So we went to a club.
No, it wasn't. Okay.
It was like a lounge.
A little backstory. Like she said, we were studying. We were like, come over, do homework. We just got back from Mexico. We just got back the week before. But I guess at that point, we were like, we need to start going out more, hanging out more, whatever. So we like, maybe we can do like a happy hour. So she came over. I had wine. So we like, should we just do wine? We really should have.
We should have did just wine, but...
So go ahead. We went to Nor. It was like a bar restaurant.
Yeah, like a bar restaurant. So we started off downstairs. Like, we just ate, talking, like, you know, out with your girlfriends. Like, it's chill. We had a drink or two. But upstairs, they have like a club, like lounge vibe.
Yeah.
Like you can smoke hookah, bottle service, like all of that upstairs. But at the time, neither of us were 25. So
I think I was 23. I think
you're 23. I was 21. Probably.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We weren't 25.
Yeah.
But upstairs was 25 and up.
Basically, right, the bouncer, we begged him.
Like, begged.
We begged him. We were like, yo, like, I know we young, but, like, we not on that. Like, we so mature. Like, we just going up there. We're going to chill a little bit. So we go upstairs. At this point, we had already had like a drink downstairs or whatever. So we get upstairs, like I feel like we met guys, like you know they was probably like sending us shots. Like we FaceTime and our friends, they sending us shots.
Money, like,
we buying shots. I still to this day I have no interest in drinking Azul because of that night.
Yeah, we were drinking like straight Azul. Like people are sending us $50 at a time for us to buy shots at the bar. Like we're FaceTime our friends. They're like, yeah, I want to see how much y'all get turned. Y'all,
Wait, do you have the video on your phone when we got home?
It's gonna be hard for me to find it. I don't know.
Just try to find it in 4 minutes.
No.
Wait, no, put Baltimore. Put Baltimore 2021.
I don't even want them to see that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yo, we were so fucked
on the floor twerking in the club.
On our knees. Like all fours. Like
trying to talk to men that have females deliberately standing next to them. Like we're just being crazy.
Yo, we were acting like we just turned 21 and we just got drunk.
No, we were acting like we just turned 18.
Yeah. We're like on hands and knees, like butt in the air, shaking it, like on our knees. Like we were so fucking drunk. To the point where like our friends is on the phone and I guess eventually they could see how drunk they were. So they're staying on the phone with us to make sure we're okay. Like we're twerking on each other. Like
it's a mess. Like in a 25 and up club, like we're embarrassing.
Yeah, 25 and up. Like it was so obvious we weren't meant to be there. Like
But how about we eventually leave?
No.
We're arguing.
No.
You remember
we arguing?
We were arguing about who's gonna drive home.
Oh,
because it was her car. We're going to her house. She's like, no, you're not driving my car.
Yeah, I love to do that.
But
I lived like 5 minutes from the door at the time. I'm gonna say this. Oh, what? You remember something else?
When we got home, her car's parked on the
curb. No. I was
parked on the curb.
I would say this. I just know I woke up the next morning.
Oh, no. Let me go back because
you remember getting home?
I don't remember getting home. I remember at the time I was dealing with somebody that lived in Baltimore. So I call him and I'm crying. My lashes are coming off and I'm like, please come get me. I don't want to be here no more. But at this point, we're back at Brittany's house. So, you know, my knight in shining armor at the time. He comes to Brittany's house and he walks in. I locked myself in the bathroom for some reason. So I come and let him in. Brittany's laid on the floor.
I guess I must have tripped. So my dog, his food fell. He runs to her knight in shining armor like, help me. Because me and her are both on the floor. I don't even realize nothing's going on. I would say for me, we were turning up at Noor. And then I woke up in my bed. Still had my sneakers on. Still had my bag across my chest. Still had my mask on.
Wait. So the boy, we're gonna call him.
Don't even call him nothing.
Yeah. But he comes. We make sure Brittany gets into bed. We put the dog up. And we leave. Brittany's car is parked on the curb.
Yes.
And he's so mad at me. He's like, my lashes still at Brittany's house. I got one.
She's boohoo crying. I only know this because I see the video the next day. She's like, crying the lashes over everything.
Yo, and he's just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, y'all look stupid.
But you want to know what's so crazy? I could parallel park real good, right? Like that's just
on the curb.
I'm saying in regular sober life. In regular sober life, I could parallel park real good. Like it's never an issue for me. But I'm parallel parked so good, but on the curb. Like 2 wheels is on the curb and the other 2 is like on the street. Like it was just so freaking dumb. Like I went out to my car and I'm like, this is crazy. Like anybody that drove past that morning was probably like, what the fuck? I called Jordan. I'm like this. Who paid the bill?
Who did pay the bill?
I think you did.
Oh, and I think I checked my account.
We were like, we don't know. So we both checked my wallet. Remember my wallet? I thought somebody stole my wallet out my bag because I couldn't find my wallet. But really the wallet was like in the couch.
Wait, we had a lot of crazy times. Remember Sorry, y'all. This is a side note. One time I left Brittany's house and she called me the next day like some lady just knocked at my door. With with my purse, my whole purse. Like,
before we get there, just know our bill was $200+.
Yeah, it was
just
crazy.
The two of us.
No food.
Just
liquor.
And the one hookah that fucking sucked.
That hookah.
It was the worst hookah ever, yeah. But yeah, we've had crazy times, girl. My birthday party, I had a birthday party at my house. We were so drunk. And the next morning, somebody knocked on the door like, excuse me, do you know? And I lived in like a duplex at the time. So like I was upstairs. So I opened the window and I looked down like, yes. And she like, do you know a Jordan Bobo? But it scared me because I'm like, what the fuck happened to her? Like she's not here. Like she had her phone, her wallet, her whole wristlet with like her wallet, everything. We had a ball, didn't I? Something set on fire in the microwave. Remember that?
We had a time. We have a good time.
That house
was
turned. That was my fun. Still to this day, like as an adult, that's my.
I threw Brittany's phone at the wall.
We're not. So we hope that y'all enjoyed this video, getting to know us.
Please like, comment, subscribe, smash them buttons. And you didn't like the smash.
But comment below, like let us know y'all favorite part, like
or your craziest moment.
Let us know like your craziest drunk night. Let us know like how your childhood has affected us. If you have any dating advice for us, let us know because
we need it. Make sure if y'all are not already following Brit Nation, y'all follow Brit Nation. Over here, my people, we're called Jordan Circle, so come on, join the circle. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you, Brittany, for allowing me on your channel.
Girl, this is our first sit down together.
First of many.
Yes, if y'all think we should do it more often, next time I see her, we could do it. Yeah. But all right, we love y'all. Aw.